Excuse me. I was working on my accordion that I picked up on my travels as of late. I'm here today to talk to you about the Chaparral biome. Personally, my favorite biome, but to each his own. I'm going to give you a little overview of where each Chaparral biome is located on the globe. First, we have the Chaparral located on the coastal shores of Chile. Very dope place. Then we have my personal favorite Chaparral, located in Baja, California, right near the south. You know, a little SoCal. Then we have one right down here in South Africa, right on the coast, Cape Town. Great place. Nelson Mandela's my boy. Then we have the Chaparral that goes all the way around the Mediterranean. And finally, we have a Chaparral here in Australia. I'm going to pick out some accordions.
Just to clarify, the Chaparral biome can be found on 5 of the Earth's continents, between the latitude of 30 and 50 degrees north and 30 and 40 degrees south. As you can see from the world map here, the Chaparral is located all across the globe in these highlighted regions.
Here's one of my favorite shots of the Chaparral. You're looking at Big Sur right now, one of the Golden State's most popular surfing spots along the Midland coast, just a few hours drive north of LA. We definitely recommend taking a trip to Southern California if you like waves and want to stay stateside and still experience the Chaparral. As you all saw from the map though, this biome is found all over the world with a relatively uniform climate. It's generally pretty dry and hot, with temperatures in the summer getting up to and even over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The winters can get much colder, however, record temperatures reaching down below freezing. What's more, travelers should note that the rainiest time of year is between winter and early spring in Chaparral regions. Though this is not saying much because the Chaparral is known for its aridity, with an average precipitation of only 10 to 20 inches per year. So it turns out we have Sam right on scene, folks. Let's see what he's got for us.
Hello again. Here I am in Southern California. My colleague Jamal is out on a vision quest. I know that Jamal talked to you about the specifics of the climate and the weather conditions in the Chaparral, but a bit of an overview is that it's a dry, temperate, arid climate with very little rainfall.
Now, for all you animal lovers out there, here's a little clip showcasing some wildlife you could come face to face with if you decide to make the trip to the South African Chaparral.
Here we are again with our location specialist, Jamal.
Hello everyone. Coming to you live from South Africa. It's a prime example of the Chaparral south of the equator. I have here with me Leo. He's one of our animal friends here. He's native to this environment. Usually he's a deadly predator, but he's got a bit of a soft spot for me.
A couple examples of chaparrals elsewhere in the world.
Here I am in the Australian Chaparral, poodling on a dish. Here I am in the Chilean Chaparral.
Go.
Here we are in the Mediterranean Chaparral. You can tell by these sorts of dry land shrubs, which are typically found along coastal areas in places like southern Italy and Greece or northern Africa. Now, for those of you who don't feel like traveling abroad to see some animals that call the Chaparral home, take a look at this clip. Here we are stateside again, where my colleague... Oh, there's some wildlife. Let's see what Sam does about it. I think he's attempting to tame what seems to be some sort of a coyote. Let's see what he can make of the situation. I'm not sure what kind of coyote that is. Maybe an albino?
Yeah.
But
It's a big coyote.
Oh.
Big coyote. Yeah.
Congratulations, Ranger Samuel. The new animal friend.
New friend.
Now a few words from Sam, our resident soil specialist.
Here I am in Southern California again, just where we saw the coyote. I'm going to talk to you a little about the soil profile that we have in the chaparrals. generally there's a lack of the A horizon and B horizon, so it's pretty nutrient poor. The A horizon, which typically has most of the humus and organic material in topsoil that promotes growth, is pretty lacking, so there's really only minimal amounts of plants that can grow here, mainly shrubbery.
As we have said, the chaparral zones throughout the world are very similar in climate. One thing to note for the prospective tourist, however, is the division within the biome itself. That is to say, desert chaparral is fundamentally different from cismontane chaparral. The main difference is that the desert chaparral is predominantly composed of flat terrain, while the cismontane chaparral is hilly in nature. Another discrepancy is that cismontane chaparral is slightly more humid than its desert counterpart. Finally, those planning on summer vacations should definitely keep in mind that there is a high chance of wildfires during the summer months due to increased dryness and heat levels in all parts of the biome throughout the world, though especially in Southern California.
Of plants and animals that exist in the cismontane and desert chaparrals. For cismontane vegetation, we have the chamise, the deerwood, the laurel sumac, the wild cucumber, the chaparral pea, the scrub oak, the sugar bush, and many others. For desert vegetation, we have the century plant, the big berry manzanita, the Mormon teas, the golden cholla, desert prickly pear, the bitter bush, the holy leaf cherry, and many others. Now, for wildlife in the desert, we have coyotes, bobcats, desert pack rats, mule deer, bighorn sheep, pinyon mouse, mountain lions. Now that you've seen a secondary consumer in the coyote, here is one of the more predatory and dangerous animals you may come across in the Southern Californian chaparral.
Our animal expert and tamer extraordinaire, Sammy, seems to be tamed a mountain lion and harnessed it. Mountain lions are another prime example of apex predators amongst desert chaparral wildlife. They are typically top of the food chain, as you can see. So ferocious.
For the cismontane chaparral, they are predominantly only birds that exist there, such as the California thrasher, the spotted towhee, the western scrub jay, Anna's hummingbird.
Come to Chaparral, bro!